I'm going to tell you what that is. That's the devil. That's what that is.
That's right.
Devil means to deceive. That's who that is. That's the devil on earth right now. The so-called white man. Look how much evil they doing. And we think that they not. But then they'll say we the devil. We the ones that's evil. That's right. They come steal whole countries. They come steal whole heritage, cultures. And then say, but we the bad ones.
Rise up against the dope dealers, against the gangbangers. Who gonna rise up against being oppressed? Who gonna rise up?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.
That's the truth. Hey, man, you ain't subscribed yet? Stop playing games, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell button, do the comments. Let's go.
Worst part about it is blood touch blood, meaning we family and we kill each other. We're black on black crime. That's a normal term, right?
Right.
We don't hear about white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime.
Right.
It's black on black crime. You see what I'm saying? Because we not standing up as men. Now, how do you stand up as a man according to God?
Hey, man, I got y'all stuff. I got to roll.
D.
I got to roll.
Where you gotta go?
I got to go to work.
You gotta go to work.
Yeah.
D.
Yeah.
You know what today is?
Yeah.
What's today?
Yeah, it's the day before Passover.
Passover?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Well,
or Easter.
Right, Easter.
Yeah.
It's Easter of God.
Yeah.
It is. Let me show you something, D. Let me show you something. Colossians.
Yeah, show me this, I got to roll.
All right, let me show you something, D. Come on, stand up front for me. Now I'm going to show you something, D. Easter is not of God. Easter is of the devil.
That's right.
Easter is a pagan holiday that God hates for his people to celebrate. That's why he say he got a problem with us.
Right.
There's no truth going on. You see what I'm saying? What does a bunny and eggs got to do with anything?
Bring it on.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about.
That's what Easter about.
Yeah.
Watch this, D.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8.
Bring it on.
Beware, D. If you see a sign that say beware, you gonna take heed, right? God says beware what?
Beware, lest any man spoil you.
Spoil you. You know good now, right? Read.
Through philosophy
Through different philosophies.
and vain deceit.
Things that are no use, no profit. Read.
After the tradition of men. And after the rudiments of the world. And not after Christ.
That is not after Christ, because a bunny and an egg does not go together.
Right.
Bunnies do not lay eggs.
Right.
And what does that have to do with Christ rising?
Right.
That is a pagan holiday that is rudiments of the world and not after God.
That's right.
D, you got to stand up as a man. Check us out. You know what I'm saying? Come see us.
Right.
Because until the men get together, the whole nation gonna fail.
That's right.
So D, we holding you accountable.
That's right.
God say, read that part again.
Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
We didn't know that. We thought that Easter was normal.
Right.
We thought that we're supposed to be celebrating Easter. But then when you think about it, what does that bunny and eggs have to do with Christ? God says that you must beware of these different things. We got to start using our brains out here. We can't just start keep rolling with what society gave us. Read.
After the tradition of men. After the rudiments of the world.
These are rudiments of the world. These are things that's going on in the world and what?
And not after Christ.
And not after Christ, because Christ didn't teach those things. Matter of fact, let's see what Christ said. Give me Matthew 15. Give Matthew chapter 15. Let's see what Christ said about these rudiments of the world, or these customs of the world, or these traditions. Let's see what Christ had to say about that. 15 and 3.
The book of Matthew chapter 15 verse 3. But he answered and said unto them.
This is Christ talking. The one that you so-called believe in, right? Everybody love Christ, right? Let's see what Christ say to you.
Why do ye also transgress the commandment of God?
So why are we breaking the commandments of God? Why are we breaking God's laws? Read.
Why do ye also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition?
By our traditions, the traditions that we grown to love. God says that we're breaking his laws because of that.
That's right.
Why? That's a question because, like I said, you do not want to get on God's bad side. When we get on God's bad side, this is the fruit of it. When you see the rundown, the projects, when you see the ghettos, when you see the gangs, that's because we on God's bad side.
That's right.
But we don't know how special we are because of, get your ear too. Let me show you something. Because we don't know how special we are to God. We think that we just ordinary. When I say we, I'm talking you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You the ones that been taught that you were nothing. You the ones that been taught that you are no good, that you the misfits, that you the has-beens. But God say you the greatest thing that's on this earth. And we haven't been taught that. And because we haven't been taught that, that's when we now want to integrate and assimilate with all of these other nations. But you supposed to stand on your own team. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this. Joel 2.
27? Yes. The book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
That's how special you are. God says that you're going to know this thing for a fact. That he is in the midst of who?
Of Israel.
Of Israel. And we're not talking about them fake Jews that's inhabiting our land right now.
Right.
We're not talking about them. Because them not the Jews. Them not the real people of God.
That's right.
I'm looking at the real people of God right now going in and out of these stores.
Right.
I'm looking at the real people of God that got to sit on the side of stores and beg. That's the true people of God. Read that part again.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God.
The Lord what?
The Lord your God.
God says he's the only the God of the Israelites. He's the Lord your God. He's not everybody God. But Christianity now has taught us that, hey, God is all inclusive. God wasn't all inclusive when we was getting our backs beat in.
Right.
God wasn't all inclusive when we was getting our families separated.
That's right.
But now that we can read and write, now God is all inclusive. No, God is an exclusive God for an exclusive people. Read that part again.
And that I am the Lord your God, and none else.
And what?
And none else.
And none else. Nobody else is God. He's nobody else's God. He's only the God of the Israelites. Read.
And my people.
And his people, the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. His people what?
Shall never be ashamed.
They would never be ashamed. We're not ashamed to come out and profess that Jesus is a black man. Get
That's
that?
right.
We're not ashamed to profess that we God's chosen people. We're not ashamed to say that God is only for us. But one day y'all gonna find out. See, y'all don't see us how we are now. Y'all think that we just niggas on the corner screaming. Y'all think that we just ignorant niggas just reading the Bible.
Right.
But one day you gonna see us and who we truly are. Read that part. And when you see us, this is who you gonna see us read. Read Revelation 1:1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So this is the revelation of Jesus Christ, or the revealing of Jesus Christ. Because everybody think that Jesus Christ got long silky hair.
Right.
Everybody think Jesus Christ got blue eyes. But no, it says that this is the revealing of Jesus Christ, read.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants.
God gave it to show to his servants. My brother, what's going on?
Real quick,
What's your name, bro? Nate. Okay, Nate. Hey, Nate, the thing is we going over is our nationality. Let me ask you, what's your nationality?
Haitian.
Who? Haitian?
Yeah.
Okay, my brother. Now, the Haitians, is that something that you can find in the Bible?
No.
Who named us Haitian? Who? Yeah.
The Lord.
Who?
The Lord.
The Lord? Well, if you can't find it in the Bible, God didn't name us that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They named us that when they took over that island. When they took over that island, guess what? They separated the Haitians and Dominicans, because y'all on the same island, right?
Yeah.
But now they say, well, no, the Haitians, that's a third world country. While Dominicans, hey, no, this a paradise. This a vacation spot. God did not name you that. God named you Levi. You know who else came from the tribe of Levi? Moses,
That's right.
Aaron,
That's right.
the priests, they came from Levi. You see what I'm saying? Speaking of priests, get Revelation 1 and 6, because this is our job, especially yours. You see what I'm saying? Watch this.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 6.
Because right now the Haitians at the bottom, right? And it's not by design. You see what I'm saying? The Haitians are at the bottom, right? It's because God said that y'all broke the commandments of God. When I say y'all, I mean it, me too. We broke his commandments. But the Levites were held to a higher standard because they were the ones enforcing it. But guess what you're going to come back to? Watch this.
And have made us kings and priests.
So one day, Nate, you keep these laws with the faith in Christ, guess what? You're going to be made back into that king and priesthood.
That's right.
Read.
And have made us kings and priests unto God and his Father.
Unto God and his Father, right? Now, what does God look like? In this context, talking about Jesus, what does he look like? Me? You? I ain't gonna fight you. He do look like you, right? You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna deny that.
Said skin of bronze and hair like wool.
So why did they give us this? Why did they give us this, Nate? There's a public, I'm gonna tell you what that is. That's the devil. That's what that is.
That's right.
Devil means to deceive. That's who that is. That's the devil on earth right now. The so-called white man. Look how much evil they doing. And we think that they not. But then they'll say we the devil. We the ones that's evil. They come steal whole countries. They come steal whole heritage, cultures, and then say, but we the bad ones. Now watch this, Revelation 1:14.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14.
You about to get ready to celebrate Easter? You are? Is that of God?
No.
Well, why we about to do it? Nate, you was a priest. It was your job to uphold the laws.
Right.
So why you gonna do it, Nate? Psalms 106. Let me show you something, Nate.
Already.
Huh?
I said, I guess it's just because, that's just what it's always been.
Watch this. I'm gonna show you something.
Yeah.
This is why, one reason why we do the things we do. 6:35, 106:35.
The book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 35. But we're mingled among the heathen. And
Start at 33.
verse 33. Because they provoked his spirit.
See, when we go against God, we provoke him. When you provoke something, you know what I'm saying, you antagonizing. You see what I'm saying? My brother, come on up. We talking about Jesus. You don't want to provoke God, but what we do, we provoked his spirit. Read.
So that he spake unadvisedly with his lips. They did not destroy the nations.
Well, we were supposed to, when we took over a land and went up in there, guess what we were supposed to do? We were supposed to bend them to the will of God.
That's right.
We were supposed to make them serve God. But guess what we did?
Concerning whom the Lord commanded them.
Watch this.
But were mingled among the heathen.
But instead of us going in for there and then now setting order, guess what we did, bro? We got mingled with them. We assimilated with them. Now we celebrate Christmas. Now we getting ready to celebrate Easter. Now we getting ready to hunt for bunny eggs. And bunny don't lay eggs.
Right.
That's how destroyed we are. Now watch this. It says that we were mingled among the heathen what?
And learned their works.
Guess what, bro? We learned Easter from our enemies. That's when we learned Easter.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? We learned Christmas. We learned birthdays. We learned these things from our enemies. Right? Read.
And they served their idols.
And did what?
And served their idols.
Easter is just a transliteration from Ashtar, Astarte. It's the same goddess. We actually serving a woman. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes the black man, hey, they don't mind doing it. Especially Judah. They don't mind doing it. They serve the woman.